Africa, because South Africa's Black Lives Movement and the advertising industry are joining efforts to amplify their call to end racism and inequality against the black people. Well, since the killing of George Floyd by a white policeman in the US, there has been a wide range of condemnations against racism around the world. The advertising industry is committed to change the stand in lifting the face of equality. Let's have more details of that in this report.
The Black Lives Matter movement continues. It's now causing a shake-up in both the beauty and advertising industries, which work closely together. Nigerian model Adiola Adio, who made a career on the catwalk, says she often feels like an outsider.
I've been to certain castings where I've been told that I'm too dark for the casting, even though they did request black models. I've been on certain jobs where in a group of models, I would be the only black model and I would be the last person to have her hair and makeup done. It's really sad to know that in 2020, we are still having the same conversations that our grandfathers, great-grandfathers were having. And things have changed, but they have not changed enough.
Ario believes black people are still overlooked despite empowerment efforts in South Africa.
I have never gone on set and met a black makeup or hairstylist on set. Never. It is a huge problem because it's either one or two things. It's either they're not there at all, which is untrue, or the clients just choose not to use these people, which for me is just the biggest slap in the face.
Meanwhile, the advertising industry is making efforts to stay both politically and culturally relevant in South Africa's democracy, but that too needs to be stepped up.
So the people who make decisions, the people who work on campaigns, who influence campaigns, who influence content, are actually not necessarily diverse enough, and they don't necessarily understand the dynamics of the country, the dynamics of the population. The stereotypes that we create in communication by promoting a certain culture, suppressing a certain cultures over the others, we are actually creating a space where even talented, brilliant designers from this continent will not thrive because the cool brands to buy when you walk into that store are the ones that look European.
The message is clear. Empty promises from the beauty houses and advertising agencies will no longer be accepted. They've been failing black people for far too long, and they want them to go beyond shallow statements and commit to long-term change.